Hello friends, now I'm gonna discuss how to create a USB bootable hackintosh using latest OpenCore. So first of all, you need to download the Gib Mac OS master package. I have already downloaded. I will just show you the link to download. Open your Google search bar, type Gib Mac OS master. Click on the first link. From here, click on clone or download. Click download zip. I have already downloaded. I'm just showing you. Click on download. It will download the .zip file for you. Now close this. Open your download section. Here is the Gib Mac OS master. Just extract it using WinRAR. Now open Gib Mac OS master. First you have to click on this Gib Mac OS, run it as administrator. It will download the catalog of the macOS restable images on the Apple server. I've already downloaded. I'm just showing you. So type R, click enter. It will toggle the recovery images only. Wait for some time. There are several images as you can see on the screen. You can download whichever you would like. Here I will download the macOS Catalina number 4. In the area, please select an option, type 4, click enter. It will start downloading the recovery HD meta dmg package. Download will depend upon the speed of your internet. If you have a faster broadband or internet, you will be able to download the file at a very faster pace. If you have a slower internet, it will take a little longer. Wait for some time. Meanwhile, I will discuss about the boot arguments that are used to boot the Hackintosh. Type boot arguments Hackintosh. These are the boot arguments that you need to type. Here you have the verbose mode, that is -v, safe mode, that is -x, single user mode, that is -s, zone postponing, that is -no-zp. There is no space in between no and zp. You can also use the single CPU core mode. In case anything else is not working, that is CPU single equal to 1. You can also use the no text cache mode in case there is kernel panic, that is -f. In case your motherboard or CPU does not support virtualization technology or hyper virtualization, you can disable using the command dot equal to 0. Again, the verbose mode is -v. For if you want to enable your NVIDIA web drivers, use NVDA underscore DRV equal to 1. If you want to disable your NVIDIA graphic card, use NV underscore disable equal to 1. For the kex development mode, you have to type kex dash dev dash mod equal to 1. For rootless mode, this is not for El Capitan or macOS Sierra, rootless equivalent to 0. If you are stuck at PCI configuration begin, you can type the command npce equal to 0 into 2000 or npci equal to 0 into 3000. You can also set your maximum memory in RAM. The maximum memory is 4096 or maximum memory equal to 8192. For troubleshooting, you can use these commands. If you're having any trouble, first try this string. It works on a lot of systems with Intel HD graphics to get into the OS X installer from a Unibeast USB. -v -x -s -no -zp. If you have an NVIDIA desktop GPU, use this string to boot into the installer. -v -x -s. Please note there is space between -v and -x and space in between -x and -s. Also there is space between -s and -f. Space between -f and CPU is equivalent to 1. Space max memory equal to 4096. Space nv underscore disable equal to 1. Space -no -zp. If you have an NVIDIA desktop GPU and you have installed NVIDIA web drivers, then you have to use this string -v space NVDA underscore DRV equal to 1 plus your boot flags. Please note that NVDA underscore DRV equal to 1 and NV underscore disable equal to 1 should not be used together because they are opposite to each other. If in verbose mode, a message about IO Bluetooth HCL controller start completed or something similar, it has something to do with the graphics issue. You can use NV underscore disable equal to 1 and it should boot. Otherwise, you should boot into the safe mode, which I have already mentioned. The safe mode is -x. Let's see whether the package has been downloaded or not. It's almost 50%. Meanwhile, we will discuss about the other components of the gib macOS master. The gib macOS, that is the Windows batch file. We use this command to download the recovery hd meta package. After that, we have to extract that HFS file from this package to install into the pen drive. Also, you need make install. That is the command that is used to create partition on the pen drive for booting OpenCore to boot macOS on the laptop or PC. So for this, we have to format the pen drive to FAT32 format. Okay, we will discuss about it. In the Windows search, type cmd run as administrator, or you can also right click on this Windows icon, and from here you can use your Windows PowerShell admin to format. We will use the cmd command because it's much easier. We will type disk disk partition diskpart. We will click enter, wait for some time. When the disk part more than sign appears, then we will type list space disk, click enter. We can see we have two disks mentioned, disk 0 and disk 1. Disk 0 is your hard disk. Please note that don't format this one. The pen drive is disk 1. We have to format this one. So we will select disk 1. Then we will type clean. It will clean the pen drive. Then we will type create partition primary. Next is we have to format this pen drive. The file system is FAT32 space quick. Otherwise it will take a lot of time to format this. By typing quick, the task will be completed in few seconds. Then you have to press enter. See, disk partition successfully formatted the volume. Now you can type exit. It will exit you out of this command prompt. Then you have to type exit again. That will exit the command prompt. So you can see the package is downloaded and the file is saved to C users downloads give macOS master public release macOS Catalina. Now we'll type enter and we will quit. We'll type Q. Now you have to right click on make install and run it as administrator. Now we will select the disk 1 and type O. Please type O, not 0, because we have to select use OpenCore instead of Clover, and we will click enter. We will type Y for yes so that the partition will be created accordingly. We will type 1 followed by I to install OpenCore to the drive's first partition. It is showing an error. We'll remove the pen drive, place it back, and then we'll type 1. Oh, you can see the task has been completed. Then we will paste the recovery update package path to extract which we have downloaded just now. For that, just minimize this window. Don't close it. In the gib macOS master folder, there is a folder by the name macOS downloads on the top. Just open this. You have to open public release folder. Here we have two files. One is the macOS High Sierra, which I have previously downloaded, and the other is macOS Catalina. You can use either of these depending upon the recovery image which you want to create. Let's do this with macOS High Sierra. Open this file. Click on recovery hd meta.dmg.package. Then click on home and click on copy path. This is the path that you need. Copy. Click back on the command prompt. Here you have to paste it using the command Ctrl plus V. Then you have to click enter and it will start extracting the recovery DMG image. It will take some time to extract the HFS package. You have to wait for some time, be patient. It is extracting this file, which is the format which Apple partition recognizes easily. You can see it has extracted the file and the name of the file is 4.hfs. It will take some time to write it to the second partition. Meanwhile, let's open your Chrome and type OpenCore 0.5.7 because the one that has been installed is 0.5.7. Click on releases. Click on OpenCore 0.5.7 debug.zip. Download it. Here is the file that we have downloaded. Extract it using WinRAR. So these are the files that you need. We need additional files which you can see. Just open your search bar and type OpenCore hackintosh or laptop guide. Friend, this method may appear a little lengthy or a bit complicated, but I assure you it is the easiest method and it will boot macOS a bit faster than Clover or Chameleon. Here you have to read this complete guide that will solve all of your problems. Just come to the preparing the USB media section. Here, please read this. You will want to follow both the creating the USB page and the gathering files page. Click on this link. Here, again, click on preparing the. Don't worry, I will paste the link in the description. You don't have to bother about this. You can see it has gathered all the files. You can see a partition of format FAT32 file system of 200 MB round by the name boot has been created. This is your OpenCore bootable partition image, and the other one is your restored package image. Here you can see you have this EFI in which you have the OpenCore. Here you have to make some modifications. Please have a look. Because we were discussing about preparing the USB media, and this is your USB, and here we have to make some changes. For this, you have to click on this Hackintosh Labs OpenCore guide. I will quickly review the guide. You can read it later on in full detail. This is, I want to show you the kexts and drivers that you mainly need to set up your EFI. See, the supported version is 0.5.7 that we have used, and it is by the name of boot. See, you can read this in detail. So the drivers that you need, these are these drivers. APFS driver loader.efi, FHS plus.efi, and open runtime.efi. These are must. These three drivers, they are must to boot your OpenCore. In addition to this, you need four more drivers. These are for the legacy BIOS system: OpenUSB, KB, DXE.EFI, NVM Express, XHSI, DXE, and FHS Plus Legacy. You have to download the drivers according to your motherboard. Whether you have a UEFI supported booter or legacy BIOS booter. All the three drivers that we need, they are under the Apple Support package. Just click on this. Here you have to download this Apple Support 2.1.6 debug.zip package. Then you can download these. All these files you can see in the OpenCore package documents in the driver section. Similarly, you need to download the kext. The kext you must have. These are the virtual SMC, Lilu, and in the virtual SMC you have four more additional kext: SMC processor, SMC super IO, SMC light sensor, SMC battery management. They have to be placed in the kext folder. Graphics whatever green. This will also go to the kext folder. Audio, depending upon your audio, Apple ALC. Ethernet that you are using, mine is Atheros E220 Ethernet. You can see yours. Maybe you have a Realtek RT or Intel mouse Ethernet. Then you have to download USB inject all XHCI unsupported. Then this Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Please note and read these specifically. If you have an AMD CPU, you need to download these three. Then these extra kexts. Then these two are must: Voodoo PS2 and Voodoo I2C. Depending, if you have a touch screen machine, you have to download Voodoo I2C, or you don't need to download this one. After this, you have to prepare your SSDTs. These are the description for desktop, high-end desktop. You can see Ivy Bridge, Haswell, Broadwell, Skylake, Kaby Lake, Coffee Lake, Comet Lake. You may be a little confused. These are basically the type of the motherboards or the chipset you are using. If you don't know which chipset you have to download one software by the name SPECY, SPEECY. It will help you to find the motherboard. Now you have to click on getting started with ACPI. The simple shortcut way to do this is using the SSDT easy way. You can click on this thing, SSDT. Clone or download zip. Download. So here in the download section, you have to see this is your SSD time master. Extract. Open this folder. Click on SSDT time. Run it as administrator. Okay. So we have to dump DSTT. So for this, automatically dump the system DST, you have to type 4. Then click enter to enter the main, to return to main menu. Then you have to fake your EC, that is your embedded controller. You can read in detail in the ACPI section. You have to type 2 this time. Wait, it has created your SSDT and it's compiled. So click enter. Now you can quit. So your SSDT has yield some results. You can see it over here. You have to copy all of these. I have to copy all of these. It will depend on your uh, chipset or the motherboard. Then you have to open this boot image in the EFI. In the OC section, you have to paste it in the ACPI folder. Fine. Drivers and kext you have to download, which I have already discussed, and kext you have to place in the kext folder. Now uh, you have to do one thing. Sometimes the OC does not boot. To solve this problem, I have already shown you you need this, the Apple Sport debug. Just extract it, open it. These three are must. Open your pen drive. Just check. Do you have these three drivers? Please copy all of these. Click refresh. Now similarly you have to create your text folder. If you have any problem, you can read the guide in detail what text you need. Now after placing the drivers, you have to do a little more work. Don't worry. After creating this SSDT, the last step is configuring your plist. So for configuring your plist, you need proper tree. Yes. After preparing your USB media, you have to click on OpenCore template, and from here you have to download proper tree from GitHub. You have to download this. Click on download zip. Extract here. So the proper tree has been extracted. Open this folder. You have to click on proper tree, right click, run as administrator. Click on file and click on OC snapshot. OC snapshot is in the boot image. Open your EFI, OC, select the folder OC. So this is your config.plist. This is actually very short because there is no kernel added over here, only the UEFI drivers and the miscellaneous tools. Please read your guide properly and carefully. Then you have to save this as config.plist. Sorry, it should be in small letters. And you have to save this. Now, one more thing and the last step. Open your boot image. Here you have this Apple's, it's the OpenCore. Open your EFI. First you have to change your boot image. In the EFI, go to boot, delete this file which is of 8.96 KB. Copy this file. Now open OC. Also in this file, open OC. You have to change this OpenCore.efi driver. This is of 359 KB. Delete this one. Copy this one. Fine. Now you have to configure the plist again. This is the last step. Okay, one more thing I would like to tell you. I didn't discuss about how to download your kex. There is a easy way of doing that. Just click on what about kex. Then again preparing the US media, this guide. See, there is a link in the kext area. This is the kext repo. We are really thankful to this guy who has placed all these kext all together in one folder. So these are the kext that we need. First is your virtual SMC. This is your virtual SMC. Right click, download. Sorry. Don't do this. First open it. Here you will find the old kext. You don't need it. You just need this one. Virtual SMC 1.1.3 developer build. Download this. I'm just showing you one thing. You have to download all the kext that are mentioned one by one. If I will download each and every kext, the video will become too long and it has to be specific along with your motherboard and chipset. So I will just show you what you have to do. You have downloaded this developer build. Now this is the text you have downloaded. You have to download each and every text mentioned there. You have to extract it. Here it's extracted. Open this and copy all the four texts. Control A plus C, or right click, copy, go to your EFI in the OC, kex, and paste them. Please note it is virtual SMC along with your SMC, Super IO, processor, light sensor, battery management. In older CPUs or PCs, you have to use fake smc.txt because these are kernel extensions .kext. You have to download directly these .txt and you have to extract from the zip file. Don't paste the zip file or folder, you have to paste the text because the OpenCore only will recognize this. You have to download each and every text. Next you have Lilu. Similarly, you have to extract Lilu. You have to right click, download. These are very small files, 88 KB, 57 KB, but they are very important necessary files. You have to download each and every text. Fine, I'm just showing a few of those. This is your Lilu text. Copy Lilu to this. So now we have to clean the config file again. So this you have to open property, right click, run as administrator. See, you have to open the config.plist that you have created previously. Open this. Now you do one thing, because we have made some changes, you have to click OC snapshot, that is OpenCore snapshot. Whatever changes you have created or made, it will automatically be added to your OC snapshot, this config.plist, using this command. Just click on this. Fine, I can show you. So these are the kernels that we have added. One is your virtual SMC, then you have SMC battery management text, SMC light sensor.kex, SMC processor, and you have these. Now you will click on save. The changes have been saved to your config.plist file. And you have also changed this opencore.efi and your this boot x64.efi. So now your pen drive is ready to boot OpenCore on your laptop. Just restart your PC and you are done. Thank you, friends.